Well, the date card last night on The Bachelorette said one thing, swish. And as Rachel said, if the guys couldn't figure it out, that's a problem. Well, here to tell us if they figured it out is Leslie from 106.3 The Groove. Now, did they figure it out, Leslie?
Yes. Yes,
Thank goodness.
Thankfully,
yeah.
They all did. And that was actually the second group date where a lot of drama happened. But let's start to the beginning where the first group date happened. And it was kind of fun. They started off a little barbecue, which was very cool. And then she took them around to what looks like an obstacle course. And there was a big banner that said husband material. Yeah. And she introduces them to two people that I think a lot of us know, Ashton Kutcher and Milo Kunis.
It's crazy.
I love them, by the way.
I know, they're a great couple.
They're an awesome couple. I guess they're huge fans of the show. It's guilty pleasure for them. And when they found out Rachel was going to be on, they called the producers. Must be nice. Hey, can I be on? So yeah, it was fun to watch those two together. And so they had this obstacle course where they had to basically change the baby's diaper and go through different obstacles. And the last person at each station got eliminated, put in the doghouse.
Oh boy.
And we had Lucas, or everyone knows him as Waboom guy, was out to win it, man. I mean, he was shoving Kenneth out of the way, and he was determined to win at any cost. Oh, man. It was fun to watch these guys, especially because most of them have never changed.
I love how they blurred out the fake poop, too.
It's
just fake poop.
Yeah, but Lucas actually ends up being the winner as a surprise to everybody because everyone just thinks he's a big goofball.
He's a big joke, all his waboom stuff, and the guys are kind of calling him out to Rachel.
Yes, because we find out that Blake actually has had a previous encounter with him. I guess his old roommate used to be Lucas's ex-girlfriend, and he said basically he's on the show to promote waboom. In fact, he did waboom in front of Ashton and Mila, and they just looked at him like,
awkwardly.
What is wrong with you?
What do you think is the point behind waboom? Is he trying to like brand it, trying to make shirts that say waboom? What
I know he had the shirt on the first night. He had the shirt waboom. I don't know exactly what it is, but Blake is convinced that just to be there on TV is why he wants to be there. And he actually tells Rachel that too, that he's only there to get his brand out, whatever that is.
But he kind of tried to be normal because he won the date. And he won the little, or at least he won the thing, and then he got a little one-on-one with her.
Yes.
And he wrote her a poem trying to be normal.
Trying to be normal, but Blake again said it's not what you think. Like he's really pretending.
Right.
But Dean ended up getting the date rose, the group date rose, and got a kiss from her, which was nice. There's some chemistry there. And then we have our first one-on-one date, which I was excited about because it's Peter from Madison, Wisconsin, so I'm a little biased on that. They really clicked. They went to Palm Springs with her dog that came out, and they went to Barkfest. It basically was a pool party for dogs. And her dog had a little accident. It was so cute.
Poor puppy.
His paws in a cast, but he didn't seem to care. That dog was like just loving life.
Oh man, that's a made-for-TV dog there.
He hit it off with the dog, and he really hit it off with Rachel. She was glowing.
Now, is this the guy you say looks like Tom Cruise to you?
No, Dean has the smile that looks like Tom Cruise.
That's right.
Yes. So, but they hit it off very well, and she gives him the rose, and gets a kiss from him. They get the fireworks display just for them, the whole works. She is really smitten. She could not stop smiling when she was talking about him, and he's one of the front runners.
Yes, and now one of the things I noticed too is some of the guys kiss her, some of the guys don't. What do you think they're thinking of? I mean, the guy should go for it, right?
I think they're just not sure. They don't want to be too pushy for Rachel, and she was actually, though, no, I kind of want some more of that.
She wants a little bit more aggressiveness.
Yes,
right?
But I don't think they realize that. They're kind of a little timid. They want to let her maybe lead. We'll see. But then
it's not going to get him anywhere.
No, exactly, because she's like, where is it? Bring it on.
Right.
But then we get to the third date, which is the basketball.
Yes.
Now, we hear from DeMario, who has played basketball his whole life. He's talking a lot about it, how he's going to win, and him and Rachel are flirting a lot. Well, she introduces him to a friend of hers. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shows up. I mean, come on.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
He's taller than I thought, too.
Oh, my gosh.
When he stands next to everybody.
Wow, how cool is that? So he gives them some advice. Actually, it's a great set. He said you can really tell a person's personality on how they interact with a team.
Yeah.
And so they end up playing a game in front of a large crowd there. And at the very end of it, some girls are coming up to talk to Rachel, and this girl walks up to her and basically says one of the guys on the show is my boyfriend. Like, I'm still his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she's like, I saw him on After the Rose ceremony. And she goes, he disappeared. Like, we had just been together, and then he disappears for days, and I see him on After the Rose. And she's like, who are you talking about? And it's DeMario.
Ouch.
He's a slick guy. So Rachel hears her out, and when she comes, she goes and gets DeMario, and I loved his face. He looks
surprised.
like, you can tell for a half a second, you're here, and then who's this?
I know.
Like he doesn't know her.
He tried to fake it so good. And you know, when he was coming out of the locker room, what I loved was he said, you know, I did so well at basketball. Now she's pulling me aside. She wants to talk to just me. Sorry, dude, that was not the case.
Wow, he was just completely busted because first he said, well, I know her. Well, we're on and off again. Well, I did have the keys to her apartment, but I sent them in the mail to her. And that he broke it off face to face, and she's like, no, you didn't, and she has proof.
Yeah.
And Rachel's kind of say, okay, tell me the truth right now, or these text messages going to say that's real. So he's, go ahead and read them. Well, she did, and it proves. So I love what she said. She's like, I'm not going to be played. I'm not going to be made a fool of on TV, and she's basically get out.
Wow. Well, this was definitely one of my favorite scenes because it was so real. I mean, not to say the show's not real, but this just felt like the tension between them was incredible. And you just feel for the guy. I mean, as bad as it was that he kind of played Rachel here, he was busted, he was caught, and that's never a good situation to be in. But what I liked the most was this ended in a cliffhanger, really, because something happened at the very end.
He shows back up at the gate, the rose ceremony, basically wanting to talk to her and kind of tell her what happened. And she wants to know, but so do the guys. And they all walked up, and we'll see what happens, because, you know, a lot of testosterone.
Oh, yeah. They were all going out there like, we're going to kick his butt. But her curiosity was piqued, like she said.
Oh, yes.
So we'll see what happens next time. I'm really looking forward to it. Leslie, as always, very thorough job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, it looks to be a really drama-filled season, as we saw. Don't miss the next episode of The Bachelorette here on KGUN 9 next Monday, and then tune into The Blend on Tuesday for a recap. And if you need even more analysis, visit 1063thegroove.com for Leslie's weekly blog. It's really